every time you change direction, you and your partner have to change ship. And that is where you hurt your partner, is up at the line. You change direction for no reason, and then the partner stands there and gets overwhelmed. And I get so frustrated with that, because if you want to hit it hard, why don't you hit it in front of yourself to take the heat, and let the person with twice the time have little extra time to get that heat that's coming back. You hit it cross court on the longer, then your partner gets the shorter stick of it, and it's like, oh, there's nothing worse, in my opinion. If they pop it up, hit it in front of yourself for a winner, short point. But if they hit a good shot, don't be pulling the trigger too soon, and just kind of really work the points. That's what we're here for, exercise, grinding, and training the mind to not pull the trigger just because you go, it's been 4 shots. Go for 8, go for 12, go for more. And I love this game because of that, because it's not the quick points that wins it, it's the long points where your mind is, you're mastering your mind by overcoming the urge to say, I'm not getting anywhere. My coach used to say, if you're not losing the point, you're doing something really great. So if you've hit 8 dinks and they have not pulled the trigger yet, you must have hit 8 great dinks. They're great. Don't think, well, I'm not getting anywhere. You're getting really far if you're lasting 8 and have not gotten beat. Go 12. Let them be the one, that's going to maybe pull the trigger. It will come. It will be really obvious when it finally pops up, and you all know that. Dinking, serves, returns, third shot drops. We're going to really train in the third shot execution. Drops, drives, and lobs are all your third shot options. And I think you pick those 3 based on what the return looked like. But if you change direction, I'll go, why'd you do that? Because it's easier to hit it back from where it came than it is it's coming from you right there, and then I try to go over there and I miss it. Why did I do that when I could have just worked on the ball that's coming straight ahead? If it's coming cross court, I'm already lined up for cross court. Why would I want to hit it there unless I have the extra time? For a winner, I'll go there. But I'm always thinking defense first. Guess what? You have to focus on me. I can change direction, but they can't. They have to hit it back to me. So I'll go back first here because it came from there. That was interesting. So if I can volley them, it's not a good dink. So we have to make sure it's in the kitchen. And you'll see I'll usually match. That's a nice shot. I'll match what's coming back unless I'm in trouble, then I'll reset straight ahead. But I am being moved around, mostly by him. If you start moving me around, you're creating angle off a straight ball. I'm going to probably lob you or something. But you are more or less just trying to set it straight, so he is going to be ready for his ball. So you see, I'm facing who's hitting, and then if I choose, see, there's a mistake. If I can be steady, people who they want to do a little more, they start missing. We should get to 100 right here. And if it's right in here, my best shot would be right back and come back out of the kitchen, not go over there. So I want you to think about your own positioning. If I'm in here and I choose to hit it over there, what am I responsible for after all that stuff back there in the lob? It's not real smart. If I hit it right here, I'm just the blocker. I can just hang here. My partner is responsible for the middle, the lob, the angle. So I've gotten myself out of trouble and given the one who's standing here still the majority of the court as a responsibility. So I'm very careful of where I hit the dink because of my own recovery. So if I'm in good position, I can force it a little bit. But if I'm out of position, my main concern is hit a dink that buys me time to close the gap before they can hit it. So hitting it hard wouldn't help me, right? Time, you hit more, this buys me more time. So that would have been a shot I may have hit if I'm way over here and choose to hit it out by, I'll hit it really high. So even if he gets it, I'm back here to defend. And he could hit it hard, I don't care. But I got back to my home. So this is called hit and recover.
So when she's thinking straight, do you want to keep it basically between your feet,
Yes.
or you want to go?
I don't want to move the ball because this is where you make too many errors. The point of going straight ahead is to not create an angle. Because you do a little angle, it could be just enough to mess your partner up. And again,
So I'm doing this for my partner, not because I'm trying to win anything. I'm just
when
trying
you
to
want
make
to
it.
move, when you want to move it around, you go, I'm going to David. I'm going to go straight. Moving it around cross court, you can move it around far more.
Okay.
And straight ahead is just to reset and get your bearings down and not miss. If it's here, I would never hit the middle because then you might take it. And we don't know who's going to take it. So I do not want to go through the middle from here. From here, I just go straight, straight on, straight on, straight on. And I'll just do this. And then when I want to move it, I move it to this guy. And once we are here, the ball, look what moves, and you should have moved with him. And the movement is in the cross court, not in the straight ahead. Done? Yeah. Now face her. Tell me your first name again. Lisa. Go ahead. You now change it. Go change it. Change it. Yeah, go cross court. There you go. And then move. Good. 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 Oh no, that's fine. That's okay. Good, good. Okay, so she upped it on the pace going cross court. Never. That is, if you all of a sudden want to up it, put the heat in front of yourself. Go wide. If you hit a backhand, Dave, go to her. Yes.
Okay.
Backhand to backhand. Don't go outside to middle. Outside to outside.
Okay.
Outside to outside. I have an outside here, I'm going there or there, not middle. Unless I'm in trouble, I have to really shallowly in the middle. Anything else, we just get killed. That's new for some of you. I divide the kitchen up, and I think Simona does this, 2, 3, 4 rectangles. Each one has 4, and I kind of number them 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know if a ball is straight ahead, I'm pretty much in 2 and 3. If it's cross court back and forth from us, I'll go in 2 and 3, but like you see, I do this open, I open my foot, and I'm in 2 and 3. Now, if they are going straight ahead, Paul and Linda going over there, and they're doing their dinking, I'm now in 3 and 4. Yeah, 3 and 4. I'm pinching the middle, and I'm baiting him to go here. That one here will not be a power shot, unless she pops it up, but at least I cover the middle for the power. If he goes there, it will often go out, or it's a good shot on his part.
And if it goes there, what is your shot then?
Well, it depends on where it is when I get it.
Okay.
But I'm baiting him to do it. Now, typically it would have to be softer with a dink, and I'll run it down. Now, if I can go here and volley it and cut it off, I would hit it back to you because I would not think I could change direction and hit a soft dink on that. I'm totally defensive. I'm way committed in the middle. All this is very open. So if he does do that, I will shuffle over with my paddle at 10 o'clock, my shoulder turn, and as long as I stay with the ball in this, and Ben Johns is one of the best that does this prior. I mean, you see him early, the ball comes, shoulder turn, paddle, angle, and he moves his feet and he stays with this and it goes right over there. He can also from here roll it down the line, but this shoulder turn is a huge aid in aiming. But if you don't have that, you just run like this, that ball is going to fly up in the middle and you're killed. So my direction, I need to know where I'm hitting it before it even comes. So my goal is to, if it's deep, I'm going to try and hit it back to you or lob it. If it's short, I might come in here and reset it right here. When you follow your partner, so Tom, come here, I'm way over here. No, you're not on my side. You're here. You're me.
You're at 3 and 4.
Yeah. So you kind of, and he's just waiting. Open up a little bit because it may come to. Yeah, he should be like right there when I'm here. Just holding up space for the most obvious shot. It's your partner's job to cover the middle while I'm out here scrambling. Now this is as far as most people have gotten. Now this person hits across court. He gets killed. he wonders why he should stand there. Because when I hit cross court, he's supposed to go back over, and I'm supposed to come here and take the middle. I know if I hit cross court, the middle is mine. So if I'm over here and I hit it, and I'm coming flying here getting it, and he then pokes at it and misses it, it kind of messed up our teamwork, because when I hit it cross court, I'm still defending this shot. They're killing it down the middle, and he should be defending his line over there. So I'm hitting and recovering. I recover. If I hit this one cross court, I don't recover across the line. I recover here, across my. If this was 10 o'clock, this is 4 o'clock. I'm always recovering slightly diagonally back, and I cover more court. And should I get it, it goes right back from where it came. Or I might lob Vicky or reset, but I'm always thinking what's the latest I can hit it before it gets behind me. 10 o'clock, 4 o'clock, goes to Paul. 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, it goes straight ahead. So my paddle dictates with my shoulders where I want to hit the ball. First defend, then decide after. So if I'm in trouble, I'll either, if it's short, hit it there. If it's deep, I might lob it. Because he's just been over there. So he's responsible for the lob. So while he's over there, the lob is kind of a clever shot. So when you go straight ahead, don't hit it deep.
Right.
Hit it shallowly, and don't move the ball around too much. The point of you moving the ball around is when you start going from player to player. And within cross court, move it through 1, 2, 3, and 4, and shallow and deep in the cross court. But straight ahead is just testing our mental.
So I'm not trying to get you in your 4.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
You want to start getting something? Move the ball across court.
Okay.
Right now you're just waiting for somebody to fold.
Yeah. Then.
Yeah, and I don't mind stepping in, but I try to hit it just in where it's a non-attackable ball. See, if I want to move the ball around, I'll start going over there. On a diagonal, there's a lot more movement, so I go straight ahead.
Oh, winner.
So, but you see, I don't. And the difference is it's such a tight space. So you do this 2 or 3 times, and then if you feel in charge, you can move it. You can lob it. If you are feeling you're about to choke, go cross court, because you're going to choke here before you're going to choke on the cross court. Cross court gives a little more breathing room. When it's on my outside, your forehand, my backhand, your forehand, your backhand, go to their outsides.
Okay.
Outside to outside. So I don't go from here in the middle.
Forehand. Go to his backhand.
I go to his backhand, and I go to her body or forehand.
I'm not following that, sorry.
So you
Okay,
return.
give me a ball. It's on. Okay, so hit it here to me.
You want? Oh.
Over.
It's outside to outside. Okay? Outside to outside. I would never hit that backhand in the middle.
She's just saying
It's on my outside of the court.
Oh, okay.
This is on my inside.
Don't hit backhands to forehand.
Yeah.
And she means
And
Well,
also
so don't say
outside
backhand
of
and
the
forward
court.
because we have lefties, and then you get
Yeah.
all. This is geometry.
Yeah.
I have a winning shot on my outside. I never hit through the middle. They get it.
Either
From my
here or
outside, I
here.
go there or I go there.
Yeah.
Now from my inside, I go anywhere. They've given me a bad ball. I can go middle, I can go outside, I can go anywhere. But I don't want to give them this shot.
Right.
Right.
So if it's on my outside,
Go outside.
I misdirect down there. It's not the power, it's the placement. I hit a lot of backhands and I go right there. They don't go middle because that guy gets it with his forehand, and what does he do? He kills my partner. And when I'm that partner, I'm going, dude, you can't hit it to that guy's forehand because I'm taking the heat. If it pops up, where are you going to hit it? Straight ahead.
At their feet.
My winning shot is you, your winning shot is me.
Got it.
Your winning shot is straight ahead with Linda, and you. So have in mind as we're dinking here. Now he pops it up. I scoot quickly, boom. I scoot quickly to a side so I can get my target. If you don't move, you're going to hit it across your body, and it goes in the middle. So this little move is the movement you do when you have that extra time. What do you do with the extra time? You start swinging and get all excited. Yeah. Here, paddle up, quick move, boom. Paddle up, boom. So Marcin actually has a really good
Yeah.
drill that does this. And this is to get out of the way, get your target. Out of the way, target. But none of this.
Yeah. And it just
Okay.
goes in the net.
Paddle is always out in front of you. It's like ping pong.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. You don't, boom, boom. It's really fast hands. Because then it goes right back from where it came. So I turn, I step in, and I hit my third shot drop. A forehand, I go right to left, and I hit it on the top right corner. It's a little dancing step. So 1, 2, or 1, 2. So that's because I have enough time back here to get out of the way and get organized. 1, 2. 1, 2. You see it every time. 1, 2. 1, 2. So my feet are helping my contact point. 1, 2. So you've all heard front foot, take it out in front, but the turning part and that footwork has not always been added to it. I think people go like this. Again, the shoulder turn is so important in my accuracy. It comes from Paul, my box is this way. It comes from Linda, my box is this way. I'm gonna never hit the ball past those 2 dots. If you don't get this, it's okay, but to me, it's a really key little gold piece, that gold nugget that you can hang on to. So, I'm ready. 1, 2. 1, 2. And I always go what? Soft and up. So I'm holding my balance. I'm not running through it. I can even jump on 1 foot because I'm skating into the ball. I'm taking it with me. So I take balls on the rise for touch. Balls that have dropped, I'm more saying, hit me. So if it has peaked, it's a perfect time for a drive. But any ball on the rise, your touch increases. It's easier to do touch. We've just done it for an hour.
Right.
You've hit every dink on the rise. So we're continuing that soft and up. Those are my 3 things on the drop shot. Front foot, out in front, and soft and up. Soft and up is 1 piece. Get out of the way, soft and up. So I move to the bounce with my feet so I can hit it soft and up. And so if it's coming hard, I never go hard back. Unless I'm totally desperate. But if he hits it hard and it's on the rise for me, what do? Soft and up. I work off his base to reset. Because if I hit that hard, and like some of you charge, he's in the driver's seat. He's just gonna eat me up. The harder he hits, the softer I hit. The softer they hit, I sometimes hit hard, I sometimes hit soft, I sometimes lob it. They hit it soft, they're giving me an opportunity to take charge. So I don't want them to hit soft necessarily. I want them to hit hard at me as a teaching tool, and we need to work off that pace by softening it, hitting up, and not like dancing around it. You saw how excited I got with my feet just demonstrating this. But I go to their bounce so I can hit soft and up. All my drops are up. Those are drops. If you do flatter, there. Is that a drop?
No.
What do you call that?
Half-ass
Kind of, yeah.
Drop,
I
drop.
call it a dipper. If I go high and soft on a windy day and it eats it up, it's not going to happen. I have to lower it, but go firmer, and it becomes a dipper. So dipper and drops are just different trajectory. So if I go like that, it's more dipper. If I do like dipper, it's more off. It gets over there quicker. I don't have as much time to go in. I do it higher. Eventually, I'm going to have time to get up here because I bought myself the time to get in. But his V cuts here. That ball is not in his V. It's not in his immediate V. It's behind him. Is it in my V?
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
So, if I don't own a backhand and if I'm 2 levels behind him, I'll let him have it. But if everything is equal and we're talking geometry, where's their partner? They're up at the line, right? They already have a person at the line. What if I take this at my 2 o'clock, 8 o'clock slant? The box tells me where to hit this ball back to mark. It's going to go back to mark if I hit it at my 8 o'clock slant. You follow my clock. Clock is on the ground. So I'm going to hit my backhand right here and be behind that paddle. While I hit that ball, Tom goes up here and says, yours. He jumps up to the 5th shot area while I hit that backhand back to mark. As I hit it really well and down, Tom comes up here, puts a lot of pressure on this guy. He's going to want to hit it where? Back to the deepest player. Tom goes over and poaches, says thank you very much. So I would rather I take the deep ball, put my blocker up to help me come to the net, come to the kitchen. He blocks my, see now I can come up, I know it's coming. I'm always a little behind Tom, and he's my blocker the whole way. We will be, and finally when I'm up here, we can start engaging the person, Lisa, up at the net. If it comes to Tom, he hits it back towards Mark or the middle. Why can he hit middle? Because they have left the middle freeway open if Mark hits it to Tom. Look at that middle he's looking at.
Yep,
That's when you get beat down the middle and you don't have a good answer. If Mark hits it to Tom, he better hurry up, become the blocker, get in front of Lisa. Or Lisa is there saying, that's my forehand. We have confusion. If Mark hits it to me, it is your forehand. You're the front player, the blocker. You have first right of taking it. Mark has second. Now if it's short here, I would like Tom to take that with his forehand, and then he can hit it back in front of himself and follow it into the net, and I'll follow it right behind him. So anything here forward, Tom takes. Anything here, we can kind of talk about it. He can call it if he sees it, I'll call it. But back here, I definitely want it. If you play the right side, you have to have a good backhand and confidence. It helps when you face this direction. If I face Lisa, this backhand is blind. That's why you don't like it. But if you just make this little stance here, and you have your box, you know where you're going to hit it, it's not as difficult. Now, when people return straight, to avoid that gap, the switch is really a crucial part of this. And I will introduce this now, so when we start playing, you can experiment with it. Why does Mark go cross court? To hit it in front of his blocker, who can poach, block, see the ball, and Mark can take whatever she doesn't take. When he hits it to Tom, Tom is looking at a freeway down the middle. Lisa comes over, but she still is vulnerable because the more she comes over, and she should hog the middle there, she's now really vulnerable for that dink. And the lob. And the middle, because Mark is coming up trying to establish himself, so there is questions for the middle ball when you hit the return straight. So you might say, why ever hit it straight? Well, it's a straight ball, it's no angle, so on paper, it's a better return. Shorter distance, they don't have any angle to work with, but your position is awful. But if Lisa switches over and becomes the blocker, and Mark comes up and stays the workhorse, they have now not only gotten the best return geometrically. I mean, it's a straight ball versus an angle. We've just established that's a better ball to hang at the net behind. And they have covered for their poor positioning by you switching. So the switch, when I hold my hand open to Tom, I'm saying I'm switching, but I'm also saying where he has to return it to. He has to return it to where I'm going. So it has to be to that person in front of where I'm going. If he hits it cross court and I've left, Mark is going to beat us right down the line. So it's a message to my partner where to return So I still stay true to the system with the player at the line in front of the ball, in front of the heat. They're the ones who can take it. The incoming person doesn't want to take the heat. So I want you, when you play, if there's a signal where you're staying, hit cross court for the most part. If you want to go down the line, ask for a signal. You should probably signal every time anyway, just for the practice. Can I ever go down the line without a signal? Yes, but I'm leaving a freeway open. Temporarily, we're vulnerable. We might lose that. If we master the third shot and can get it, things are good again. But that initial third shot, we'll do it once. If we don't, serve one to me. So he's saying, no, you're staying. But I override, I kind of go, I still want to go down the line. I can. But I got to get up and become the blocker in front of Tom so we don't have a miscommunication. I have to get up there.
Does that mean I should back up?
No, you just stay put, but you have to allow me. What you should do when you see it to Lisa is face Lisa from here. He still has to be in 1 and 2 when I hit that to protect me till I get there. So he's standing like this. But look at where his forehand is. It's not here. He should be here. Hold your paddle here. And then I come hurrying up and take this. So I have to come up and be first. And a lot of people will here take my ball because I am fast up there. And it goes their forehand. It's like, yeah, but I'm setting it up for myself to be the blocker and coacher by hitting it there. And I'm not asking him to switch. But I am up here and I'm staying true to my V. And I want to teach this person that I can get it. And see, my backhand goes there pretty fast and I haven't hurt him at all. He can get the next one. But I'm also showing them there's no middle that they thought there was. If it was not, when I couldn't do it, I'll let him have it. You have to have my back if I choose not to take it. Right. So you see, we have a plan. Middle, I don't know who's going to be the blocker. Cross court, I know who's the blocker. Down the line, I know who's going to be the blocker. So the more clear you can hit a player, the clearer your defense is. Middle is great if it's a winner. But if it's unsure, how do we defend the next one? You watch how often you lose that point.
If I go straight on. If I go diagonal, then I am here the blocker. Yeah. We're gonna signal, yeah. We're gonna do
Okay, right in front of your top. She got a paddle on that. That last winning shot.
Should have gone more to him.
Yeah, she was the builder. She was the defender.
Yeah.
And you had done well on her, but your winning shot is Paul.
Yeah. Okay.
I do suggest when you're a lefty to get the lefty on this side as much as possible. Now, when you're serving, and I call this the Newman shuffle because it was Riley and Lindsay that I first saw do it at the U.S. Open last year, but I saw it lately here in Hawaii. They don't even talk because they're so close and they just know what the other one does. But I would say we need to talk. So this player is the righty, this is the lefty. We would normally do this, right? Mm-hmm. Well, that really makes this person love to hit it here because that's their backhand running over and you've left half a court open again. So I don't like this as much as, all right, we got a little conversation going and we actually can use our paddle as we're talking, like you're serving, you can talk behind your paddle like this to each other, and that can kind of piss them off too, you know? But it's like, I'm going in front of you. So the server is gonna go over here. It's a little do-si-do. The server goes here, and the partner goes behind as we're switching.
As you're serving.
As you're serving.
Yeah.
So they're seeing that. It's an extra component
Exactly.
of, I'm already saying, oh, we know where we're going because we're playing a certain person. Mm-hmm. Now they're switching. They can also say, we're staying. Mm-hmm. When you do this, we both know.
Yeah.
And since we're playing people, why not do more stuff where the people are, where are they now?
Yeah.
And then you wear the same color clothes and it's like, where is that red shirt? They're all red. I don't know, I'm confused.
So the server always will go in front.
Yeah, and tell me why.
Because they have the momentum actually going there.
Okay, but they could also have, it is momentum, but they become the blocker.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So the smaller V is the one that takes the short ball.
Okay.
And the person back here, so if it went like this, we're in wrong way Wanda.
Yeah.
But if you go the other way where the server goes in
Natural
front
position
and
for blocking. Yeah.
natural position for our positioning for the
Yeah.
blocker and the workhorse. So the partner hangs back a little bit. You're serving here, you go, I go in front. So they serve it right about here. They're continuing to here. This guy goes here. You're not, of course, going way in.
Right.
You
Right.
have to
Right.
stay on this line.
Yeah.
But this player is looking for the short ball, and
Right.
what's cool about this is we're both moving
Yeah.
and we're dancing. As soon as
Yeah.
this return comes, they're both moving, and
I
we're
like that
into.
too. I don't think
We're
I've
not.
seen that.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that a couple times. Yeah. Now the server always goes in front of the
Yes.
partner, so you always know.
Yeah,
not to
I
click
go
up.
in front. That's what I say. You go in front of me. So the serve, and it is momentum, and it's just a little shuffle like
yeah.
that. Where it came from.
Right.
So-
So it's not just for left-handers; it's for mixed if you want the
Yeah.
stronger
Mhm.
forehand.
All this is based on, I mean, we switch so we can return it to where we want it, the weakest player. We go to her, so we switch accordingly, so when it comes off that player, we're in our best position to defend against. And sometimes, if we're playing, I'm going, I gotta be straight ahead to the woman. Because cross court, she's got me, and the guy gets too good. But straight ahead, she's not as comfortable, and since she wants to come to me, I might not be comfortable either, but I've noticed she's not. So we have a better chance with that. So if her comfortable dink is cross court, she's now all of a sudden going to have to do it to the guy. You have to change up where whoever gets the most balls can handle it. And if she can't handle it, switch and stack. Don't just keep going downhill with the same formation. My bad side is the left side. And the reason I know that is, well, from tennis I always played the right side, and I have much more choices over there. I see the court differently. On the left side, I'm pretty one-dimensional, back cross court to their backhand. It's not. I don't have nearly this. The lob is not as good. I don't have the same options as the right side player when I play. So I'm always stuck on the left. Like we have a 5 or 7. I'm over there and we're stuck. So we do some switching to get me over on the right. Then we start breathing again, and all of a sudden we get off that stuck point. And so if you pay attention to where you're stuck, and it's typically always on one side. Might not be you being the weaker there, but it might be your partner. There's just something not right. Let's switch. So you pay attention. If you win a lot of points, you always see, God, that happens to be in the right side again. That must be where I'm stronger. Guess what? At 9-all, and we're stuck in the wrong side. We're switching. No, I don't want to. We're switching. Because if somebody asks you to do something, if you say no, you're going to lose this game right now. They're asking for help. That suggestion means let's do it. Just go with, say, sure. What do you got to? I mean, sure. Because they're actually, otherwise they're not going to. If you say no, it's rejection. My partner doesn't trust in me, they get the next ball is in the net. It's really, you saw a few times you battled over the middle, but then when we explained it, that workhorse just got too aggressive. You know, you've got to allow your blocker to get in and take it. If the blocker isn't coming up, you know, you're fighting over the middle, if the blocker here isn't coming up and this guy wants to reach in and take it, switch. Whoever doesn't like to come to the line the ball should not be in front of them. It's okay to hang back here, but then it better be diagonal from you. Because if you hang back as a blocker, I have to hang back behind you, then nobody's at the line. Somebody has to be at the line, and it's the blocker, and they decide where they have first dibs on the ball. First dibs. If they don't take it here, I'm right here behind you. But I'm not going to reach in because it's my forehand and take your shot when it's coming from here. Then we have fights and we go, we cannot play together, you know. And most of you guys here, they should all be forehands when you're right-handed. These balls don't hit. If it's coming right here, move over and take a forehand. Don't stand here and hit backhands because they won't go there. You get a forehand here, it should go right there. Boom, boom. Make them pay the price. It pops up here, it's going right at their belly button or feet. Backhand, if it's coming hard, I hit a backhand back at them defensively. But if it's floating up, I move this way for a forehand and it goes. And that's the beauty with the pickleballs. It's not a tennis ball, it's gonna hurt your wrist. I mean, you can actually do, if your body doesn't move, make it happen with your wrist. If you know where the ball is supposed to go, the paddle can kind of direct it there. And now you know where it's supposed to go.
So backhands are more defense, forehands are more
Deep,
counter.
yeah, backhand covers 80% of your body. That's the chicken wing even.
Yeah.
Like I hit so many backhands right here. This player's jamming it at me. I'm hitting backhands here, body, and even here is a backhand. But if they hit it higher, and that's why we aim at the right shoulder, because I can't get it up. That's the only place you're not covered, is the right shoulder. Everything the backhand covers the rest. So when they are hitting hard, I'm already guarding myself. I don't believe in this. But I do believe in being able to go, I have it pointing out at like 11 o'clock, so I'm comfortable here. I can still go forehand, but majority is bringing it in here on my backhand to defend. Here's a very common, I get lots here, it's the same paddle surface, it's like everywhere. It's that same, and it goes right back where it came from. Anyway, thank you guys.
Very good.
Thank you. That was very good.
Thanks for doing.